this one. It's the Rice Owls and the San Diego State Aztecs. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Owls head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start the season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking for a crease. It's Sutton. Picks up the first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Caught over the middle. It's Sutton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I know everyone's yelling like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man downfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And how about that? A lot of coaches talk about being aggressive and we're going to take shots, but then they get conservative in the game. But first drive, coming out, showing this defense we are not afraid to throw the ball deep. Might keep that defense a little bit more conservative.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They give it to him again. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And that's not a surprise who made that play. And this is just the opening drive, but we're going to hear his name a lot. He flies all over the field, shows up in the run, shows up in the pass. Big-time playmaking linebacker that every time you turn on the tape, you see him flying around.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Aztecs will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down here, probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Got his man on the outside. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Looks as if he's going to run it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds the tight end. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
To the air on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. He's got it down the field. Brought down after the huge gain. Gets this offense set up at the 27.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Owls are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. We've reached the break. It's San Diego State holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Second down, they'll go to the air. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Defense in press coverage. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Zings it complete to the right. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Rice going to work with another first and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
He wants to throw it again. Working that left side now. Touchdown Owls! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the point after is good. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Looking for room, it's Sutton. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Dumps it to the back. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man on the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Aztecs will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Ripping through the defense. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. He breaks a tackle. Got enough for the first. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
That's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. A dagger throw, it takes time to develop. You really got to sell the route. The quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with his receiver on that.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up fourth and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
The snap sets up the throw. Safe completion on the screen. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Rice. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Lining up to add another.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make them earn it now on the next down.
To the air on second down. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Got room to work. Finding some room. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
I love when the offensive line takes control, manhandles the defensive line, and that's why you get a big gain.
And the Aztecs with the 1st and 10. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Hit as he throws. Wide open downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. They'll run it. It's Sutton. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Could not make his way to the corner.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Now San Diego State will spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This defense will not let them run the ball in the end zone, at least not on the last 2 plays. What do they have on 3rd and goal? Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Not only is a delay of game inexcusable in that situation, you also just rev up the defense for 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it.
Wide 53! Wide 53!
They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. It is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with Arizona taking on the Kansas State Wildcats. And it's the Wildcats looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Calls his own number, and they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Off play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Unleashes one. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
San Diego State trying to get things moving on this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. He'll pitch it. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here. When it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Stands in and takes the hit. Upstairs, he's got it. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
And the Owls will snap it on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
So now on comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It is good. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, coming out into the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the 3rd quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Going the other way, and he's got room. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. Now on the move. Touchdown Owls! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third down, he drops to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Aztecs line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Rice makes his way onto the field to get things going on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He'll toss it. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass on second down. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And that is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Offense changing the play. Gonna run it. It's Sutton. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Got it behind the line. It's Napier. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. trying to pick it up on the ground. Got room at the 35. He's loose. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
There's a lot of different ways to generate explosive plays. This offense likes to do it on the ground because they've got difference makers, including that guy right there.
And that difference was made for sure in the defense. This is why you need the relentless pursuit. First guy misses, you got to have another one ready.
So if you're on offense, man, force feed this dude the ball. Give it back to him.
Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the end zone, and it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI, and as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They go right back to him. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Brown will throw it. Gonna let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Slips through the line. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. That's caught. It's Napier. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
And the Aztecs are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. Shakes off the defender. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Aztecs headed quickly to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
So they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Maybe a crease. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. And the Aztecs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Aztecs! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Brown wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop. Forcing a turnover. Best case scenario. Offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception, and now this offense has a chance late. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Not able to...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wideout. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Now San Diego State will spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. They're going to run it. And he's in. Touchdown, San Diego State.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Brown will throw it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
And this offense still has time, but a nice job. Let's get as many plays as we can. Get up to the line of scrimmage quick. Keep working the tight ends. Keep working the middle of the field, but we got to do it in a hurry.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. With the draw, it's Jackson. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And this is one of those plays late in the game. If it works, everybody's jacked, but if it doesn't, everybody's complaining. You run that draw play, you're down, you need a big play, and you only get a handful of yards. This offense has got to go and got to go now.
Makes him talk to the hand. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Owls will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Jackson. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Brown wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Timeout called by San Diego State. That's their 3rd and final one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. Hard running there. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And that's what you told your running back. Hey, we're running the football up the middle. Put 2 hands on the football. Make sure you don't lose it. Square it up. Let's try to let this clock tick down as much as possible. And you're in an opportunity where you can kick the walk-off game-winning field goal.
Run in the red zone, it's Jackson. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, right.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He got it! And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.